Howdy folks, TJ here. Chainsaw unboxing time. This is a little different than the normal videos I make. Normally they're on retro computers. But periodically I do buy stuff. I live on 10 acres up here in the mountains of California. And although I did buy a good chainsaw long ago, I never used it. And then I purchased a little cheapy one and did use it. But now it's time to come to a replacement that I'll actually really use more. So what is that? It's actually an Ego power chainsaw. It's battery operated. So let's start out by saying I'm not a big fan of gas stuff. I've had gas lawnmowers forever in my life. And then I did have a gas-powered, I'm trying to think, Craftsman brand chainsaw that I purchased when I first got married long ago. Never used it. It stayed new in the box because I just don't want to deal with gas and oil and spark plugs and all that stuff. In fact, the current house I live in, been here 20 years now, it was time for a new lawnmower, and I had previously had a gas one that I had given away or something. And I ended up purchasing a DR Whisperlite battery-operated mower. Had that for 20 years, actually two of them. The first one lasted a good 12 years. Battery typically goes out every 5 years. And then on the second time I needed to replace the batteries then were pretty costly. And I figured time to just get a replacement lawnmower. Because the other one was starting to have, I think, I don't know what issue it was having, but I decided to get a replacement. And that replacement's been working wonderful for another about 10 years. So I figured at some point I'm going to need a new lawnmower, and I'll get a battery one again. But Ego makes an awesome battery-operated lawnmower. So the odds are I'm going to move from having a DR brand, I don't know if that stands for Dr. Mower, Dr. Whisperlite mower, I don't know, DR. I'm going to go with the Ego brand for probably a reason that they make a cool device called the Nexus 3000, I think. You can take the lithium batteries from these devices and actually make a nice little power plant for when you lose power. And I'm here in California, and we're always losing power nowadays for the PG&E power issues that they have. So I thought if I had 2 or 3 devices like this and 3 or 4 batteries, that Nexus may, even though it's not cheap, may be a nice thing to keep the refrigerator running overnight kind of thing, where if the power goes out, no sound to it, you slap the batteries in there, run a fridge for overnight or something. So I thought maybe it's time to start investing in something new. And I wanted to get a new chainsaw. Like I said, first one I purchased was a nice Craftsman. I'm a Craftsman guy. Well, was. I never used it. It stayed new in the box. I just, like I said, didn't want to deal with the gas and all that crap. So I ended up purchasing a small 10-inch Ryobi battery operated. It was only 18 volts. And the little guy did actually pretty good. I live on 10 acres. If there was a major tree foliage, I'd pay a pro to do it. I've got allergies and asthma, so if I go out there and cut stuff down, I come in and I'm just miserable for days, and I get allergy shots and stuff. So I try to lower the things I do. So if it's a big-ass tree, I'm going to pay a pro to do it. But if it's limbing a tree or something like that, or smaller trees, I'm gung-ho to do it. And on 10 acres, I need that. So getting a nice battery-operated chainsaw, I decided on the Ego 16-inch. Perfect for, I think, what I'm going to do. It comes with a 5-amp-hour battery or whatever they call it. So nice-sized battery, and like I said, I can get 3 or 4 of those and eventually get that Nexus power station they have. For now, let's go ahead and do the review on this. I think it's going to be a great new chainsaw for my homestead here. So let's go ahead and pop it open. This is just an unboxing. Future video, I will go ahead and make a video of when I do some small, I've got some small ornamental trees that are pretty much dead at this point and need to be cut down. And I could have used my Ryobi, but the batteries on it, 18 volt, or don't even run a drill anymore. So I was either going to buy more batteries for that or invest in this, and that's what I decided to do. Invest in this. So here's the box. Maybe I should show the box first, right? So here's the front of the box, as you will see. Maybe I'll push it up here and tilt, kind of so you can see it. Let me make sure the camera can see at that angle. I'm doing this on my kitchen table. Let me pull this back a little bit. Excuse the honky camera editing here, camera use. But here's the box. Nice big heavy box. Purchased this from Amazon. The back of the box pretty much looks very similar. Has a little bit more nitty-gritty. But on the front of the box, it basically says Ego Power Chainsaw, 16-inch cordless chainsaw. Over here, ARC lithium, arc lithium, I guess. 56 volt, power beyond belief. 5 amp hour battery. Brushless motor, weather resistant construction, 5-year warranty. On this side. On this side, it talks about all sorts of stuff. Alright, so let me quickly read off some. Charges in 100 minutes with included battery charger. Probably cutting off my head with this video now, huh? I should have, yeah, who cares? My videos are kind of like that anyway. Weather construction. Don't forget bar oil and chain oil. Bar and chain oil. Bar and chain oil. I'm guessing that's not in the box. Sorry, we'll need to buy that. Although maybe the stuff I have for my Ryobi will work. I'll have to look. 16-inch Oregon bar chain. Chain tensioning knob. So toolless. You can just turn a knob. Automatic lubrication system. Chain kickback brake. High efficiently brushless motor. Oil inspection window so you can see the oil. And then it talks about the 5-year tool warranty. 3-year battery warranty. So the battery's only going to be covered for about 3 years. Power performance of gas without the noise. These electric chainsaws, folks, have come a long way since my little Ryobi one that I have. I think that's about it on there. Side of the box, I guess I'll show also. Boom. Has a nice picture of, I think, the battery on that side. And this side... Got some beard in my mouth. My beard's pretty gnarly right now. And there's that. Cool. Now I can go ahead and start unboxing stuff. Alright, some stuff to lift out of here. So number one, in the very top, has a nice manual. It looks like manuals and other stuff. It's in a Ziploc baggie. Talks about the warranty, so cool. And let's see, the battery charger. So it's nice that it comes with one of these. And we'll briefly talk about the Nexus here in a little bit too, because I'm excited for the off-grid solar charging of batteries, which this Nexus does not, or I should say the Nexus I'm looking at, doesn't have a solar port to charge from solar panels. But I guess you can always bypass that by going to solar panel to some type of inverter to charging device like this to charge up your batteries during the day. It's very sunny here in NorCal. And then at night, if the power goes out, have some batteries on reserve ready to keep my refrigerator running. But here's a nice Ego brand. Hopefully, I should probably move the lighting a little bit, huh? I'm probably real dark right now. Hold a second. Un momento. I was going to do the stuff in the other room. Actually, I don't know if this light's going to work over there now. Let me just move it here. That should be good enough. I'm no pro when it comes to video. So, Ego battery charger. This is not one of the quick ones. I think Ego makes one that charges the batteries really quick. This is the basic one that comes with it. Looks pretty nice, you know, plasticky, but has a little bit of weight to it. It should do the job, and it's always nice to have a battery charger. So that's one thing in the box. Here's the battery. So comes with the 5 amp hour battery in its own little box. So cool. I need to get a handful of these. They're not cheap, that is true, but sometimes you can find them used or new. I don't know if people buy stuff and have extra batteries, or they're stealing them and then selling them for cheaper on the different auction sites. I don't know how they do that stuff, but I typically try to buy from, you know, like Lowe's. I think Ego, used to be Home Depot that sold these Ego. I think it's Lowe's now that has it, and not Home Depot anymore, so. I'll put this here. I don't want to break anything. What's next? Take the chainsaw. So, let me lift out, place this down here, and then I'll look in the box. Anything else? Nope. So here's what the inside of the box looks like. Nice and got it corrugated, holding everything in nice and tight so it arrives safe and sound. Oh, Jesus! My layup! Damn! You'll find out that if you're new to my channel, I do computer retro nerd stuff, and I'm a pretty enthusiastic guy. I was born and raised back east, so I can't be loud. I'm Portuguese and Italian, but I'm just loud in general. And I'm pretty jolly, so. Anyway, the chainsaw comes all pretty nicely packed. It's got its own, looks like baggie. And then, oh, this is interesting. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You gotta figure out how to get this thing off. But I'm bright. I play video games, old ones, 8-bit, Atari, Ozzy, and television. That was protecting, looks like, the handle here, and it's in its own plastic. So they're doing a nice job of keeping everything fresh for the new receiving party. That'd be me. And let me just take a look at it. It looks really nice. Fairly light. I mean, once you put the battery on there, it's not going to be. But, you know, I'm not going to be doing this for a living. I just need to limb some trees and maybe cut the periodic ornamental tree down. Or if a branch falls in the driveway, be able to go out there and hack it away. There is a little elastic band that's holding this on here. I guess they want to make sure you read it. So I will read it eventually. Nice colors. It's a gray with neon green look to it on the knobs, the adjusting knobs. Hold it at this angle. Probably not a great angle. It's got that little kickback arm thing here. You like my terminology? It's got some plastic little stickers here. I'm not going to show close up, but basically kind of forewarning that stuff can cut, including limbs. So beware. It does have a nice plastic guard for the blade. Ooh, yeah, it's sharp. And the blade has nice Ego branding on it, or I should say the bar. And the says 16-inch, perfect for me. They made an 18-inch model. I think the 16 inches, 6 more inches than my 10-inch model. Woo! So, let me put this back on there. Ego. Ego? 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 I don't know. I call it Ego. There we go, so I don't cut myself. So, let me just kind of, in case the camera wasn't picking it up well, get some little light on it here. But it's a chainsaw, folks. You can Google their website for more pictures. Battery's going to slip in here. Looks like it's got a little release switch. So, my chainsaw, that was an unboxing. I'm excited. I've got some ornamental trees, like I said, 3 of them that need to be hacked down. They've served their life and they're barely putting out leaves and flowers anymore. So, trying to hack them away with my new Ego chainsaw. Now let's briefly talk about that Nexus again. So like I said, the Nexus, the one icky thing about it, they should have added a little plug that you can plug a solar panel directly into, because it holds 4 of these batteries. I believe they make a 10 amp hour battery now for their mowers, if I'm not mistaken. So imagine having 4 10 ampers in that unit. It would probably power my refrigerator, I'm guessing, 24 hours. I saw somebody else's video. They had, I think, 2 7s and 2 5s, or 3 7s and a 5 in their Nexus station there. And they had a pretty newer refrigerator that probably wasn't pulling as much as my older one, which is 20 years old or whatever now. And they ran for 24 hours. And more. It was still had plenty left. I'm guessing, I put a little battery deal on my refrigerator, and it, I think, is pulling about 130 watts under normal. I've never really figured out how much it pulls when the compressor comes on, but the Nexus can handle up to like 3,000 watt quick surge kind of thing, and then once your refrigerator settles down, I'm guessing 130 watts. I would probably, if I had 4 10s, it would run at 24 hours, I'm guessing, which would be fine. But 4 10s would probably set me back a change or two, so I might have to, I don't know. It's a good way to get some tools, batteries that can also be used for something else rather than just going out and buying a Goal Zero or some other solar base station kind of thing, or solar generator, I think they call it. So anyway, that's my video, unboxing video for today. I'll come back with a future video in case you are thinking about getting one of these on how it performed, how it cut. And for a guy like me, I'm not a pro lumberjack. I just hack and slash and go for it. And I think this is going to be a great new addition to this older mountain dude. Well, I look real old because of the beard, but I'm in my 50s, just so you know, and I look my 80s like the Crypt Keeper, but I have a nice new chainsaw. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side. See ya. Thanks.